It will be very general and generic presentation, just trying to catch up with what we have been doing. It's not about science, but it's how we are, creating background for doing science. So
All
let
right.
me
share your screen. Yep. We
okay.
see you, we hear you. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for this opportunity. So I'll be talking about how we are using Meteor Shower as a key for astronomy outreach in Nepal. Myself, Suresh Bhattarai, I'm currently a chairperson at Nepal Astronomical Society and doing other stuff. So basically, I'm representing this today. And I'm really glad to be a part of this virtually. I mean, it was like not possible for me, and thanks to COVID-19 pandemic, because we are here together to talk about these things. So let me share about our outreach model. So what we are doing actually is we release press releases on different occasions like Leonids, Perseids, Quadrantids, Geminids, and coordinate with media so that it will help us to reach more people. And that's how we are telling people that to observe the meteor shower, they don't need telescopes. So the people usually have a perception that, they need astronomical equipment to look into the sky. So meteor shower is one of the best examples for us to tell them that that is not actually true. So there are certain things we can do with our eyes, and this is one of the example. The meteor showers are one of the examples, celestial happenings in the sky in that regard. And we do organize observation camps because we have to produce the photographs and also, provide opportunity for the keenly interested amateur astronomers and professional people. Mostly they are also amateur astronomers. We don't have professional astronomers in Nepal so far. And we do astrophotography so that we can provide those pictures to media again. And we appear for several interviews sharing about this meteor showers. But as I said earlier, it's all about in generic term and to aware people what meteor shower is. And the very interesting thing is, before we started in 2007, people used to think that Ulka Bursa, we called it Ulka Bursa, and meteor shower, the typical name for that. And they call it literally means the heavy rain. And we did press release and there was heavy rain, and people said, thank you, NASA, for providing this right information. So they said there will be heavy rain, and it was heavy rain, but it was not the case. Now at today's time, while I'm sharing this to you, people understand that meteor shower is something different than heavy rain. And that's a success of our site. I can say to you, and this is a press release of the special event that people reported us of sighting of fireballs. That's why we were interested to build some fireball, detecting network or camera network, which does not exist at the moment in Nepal. And if you go like, today's time, if you go on the Google and search like Ulka Bursa, probably this is one of the most cited, most covered astronomical happenings, news in Nepal. So, yeah, and they create very, it's kind of, they also got a chance to hype the things. But in any way, it is good to reach out to people, and later on, if they got misconceptions, then we can tell them later on, like counter information or something like that. Okay, this information is not correct, what you have read or what you have, watched. But we always give correct information as possible, and we use reference of imo.net website informations and the calendars so that we have consistency in our data. And these are the screenshots of Googling. If you go to the search Google, you will find these photographs. And we do organize observation camps nearby hill stations. So one of these is Nagarkot, where we have our only national observatory. And we do go to Pokhara and other places. It's kind of promoting astrotourism domestically and internationally as well. So we had an opportunity to host different international people for these astrophotography several years back, and we want to promote this, and we want to highlight this meteor showers as one of the key to promote. And we had this Leonids Outburst campaign in 2009, and we were coordinating with two groups coming to Nepal, and we have some results. We don't know the science about it, what has happened, but there were cameras set up at National Observatory, and there were other follow-up setups, but we don't see those cameras installed and working. I had an opportunity to go to the National Observatory on behalf of Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, and I found that they are stored in the cupboard and not installed yet. And these are the photographs basically Manisha is producing on behalf of Nepal Astronomical Society. These photos are featured in newspapers so that people feel that, oh, this is really, there's something happening. So this is one. On the left is a quadrant 2014, and the right is the Gemini's from 2018. So these are the interviews that we go and appear, because we have to act proactively. I mean, show our proactive presence, and we go and talk about meteor showers, aware people in all major television channels as possible. They come to us and we arrange, the way that people get very clear pictures and what it actually about the meteor shower. So as I said, now the people, at least at certain level, understand that meteor shower is not about heavy rain, and it is one kind of celestial happenings in the sky. Our future plan, as I asked Sriko as well, and I was sharing before, that we have done enough awareing people. Now we want to translate that awareness into some education and then quickly to research activity. So we want to set up some research group and start some work on it to produce some science out of this curiosity and engagement of the people interested to work in this field. For that, we have to install the camera network, which does not exist at the moment. So we thought of having this radio network as well, but it's I mean, we need to start at some point, and I think visual will be the one that I presented in 2010, that about how we are promoting, organizing this meteor shower observations and releasing press release. So what next? We are open for collaboration. So if you think that we can work together, that's my email. Let's communicate and find a way how to make these things realized. Because when we talk about the global coverage of the meteor observations, we found that this area is empty. So we are ready to collaborate and create a good pictures and a map of that global meteor observation network. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. Clap, please, if you feel. I do feel. Okay.
Thank you,
Let's
sir.
clap for Suresh talk. Anyone wanting to ask a question? Sirko has raised hand.
Oh, yes. Thank you for this interesting presentation. I mean, you said already about the cooperation with regards to camera. Is there anything else that you can think of which what we as IMO can do to support you to popularize astronomy, meteor astronomy in Nepal? Anything that you would need from our side that we can help you with?
Yeah, I mean, we are planning that now. I'm working as IAU National Outreach Coordinator as well. So with that mandate, I have to coordinate with all the amateur astronomers in the country and with professional as well. But our main focus is to produce some science. It's been more than 10 years that we have been shouting that meteor shower and meteor shower. Now people might see us as a blockbuster if we don't produce some science out of it. So we want to produce some science. So we have noticed that some instruments have been taken to National Observatory by the government, but those stuffs are like stores and not used, not installed yet. So we want to install some stations in at least at our office, and we are ready to install at least 7 stations across the country. We have 7 provinces, and maybe we can work out on some proposals on that and start, it's like we seek more collaborations on increasing science activities and starting some science out of these, the mass that are aware of outreach and aware of meteor shower, and we said them that we can do many science out of these meteor showers, but we haven't done anything yet. So I am afraid that after some time they will think that we just talk and we don't do work. So we want to work, and we need supports from the expert people like you, and we need to establish something that helps us to do science from this part of the world.
Okay. Thanks for the
Thank
answer.
you.
I mean, when it comes to the cameras, there is software which Mike has developed, so that does not only recording, that does also the trajectory and orbit analysis. So if you use these cameras and software, then you're getting science out of it. But let's stay in touch about this.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Any other? Since we have a few more minutes, how do you try? Yep, someone else. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know how to raise my hand.
Yep.
I was just wondering because I'm interested. How good is the sky quality of your place?
Well, not surveyed yet. It's cloudy. I mean, the National Observatory where we have, it's almost cloudy all the time. So we told that it's the wrong place. But the quality of sky right from the Kathmandu is not that bad compared to Nagapur. So, and we have our collaborators located at Mustang and Manang where we can install cameras and do this Meteor network activities.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.